Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having an Aries Sun and Sagittarius Mars in the natal chart. Now, first off, I want to, as far as Aries Sun goes, well, the basic fundamental character may be aggressive, assertive, forceful, courageous, and combative. And Aries Sun may have a certain propensity for accidents. Mars and Sagittarius may be accident prone due to recklessness. This is not exactly a cautious and prudent combination. It can be very impulsive, impetuous, and reckless. So it's important, if you have this combination, that to be very careful when you're whatever you're doing, whether it's driving or you're working on some project at home, you're working with sharp instruments or something. Just be exceptionally careful. So I would say with this combination compared to many others. And Aries Sun may want to fight and win, and Mars and Sagittarius may be optimistic and upbeat in matters that are associated with combat. Remember, Mars is about combat, confrontation, fighting, and Sagittarius is, really the perpetual the incorrigible optimist, basically. So, this is a very positive combination. I mean, naturally, if you have the Sun and Mars both in masculine signs, it can be positive. But these two signs, Aries is not readily discouraged, and Sagittarius is that constant optimist. So this is a combination that it feels, confident, whatever they're generally in whatever they're doing. I understand there could be contraindicators in the chart, but as far as this combination goes, it is very positive. Now, if the Sun makes a square to Mars, for example, let's say if the Aries Sun is at 0 degrees and Mars and Sagittarius is at 29 degrees, that would be a square aspect between the Sun and Mars. And if you have the Sun making a square aspect to Mars, there may be a conflict between matters that are pertaining to the self, matters that are more egocentric and self-centered, and matters concerning sexual partners. One may conflict with the other. And now, with Mars and Sagittarius, one or more sexual partners, people you may have a sexual connection with, may actually be a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be people that are expansive, optimistic, adventurous, exuberant, enthusiastic, positive. It could be those that are religious, or people that are philosophical, but at the same time can be very blunt, tactless, reckless, and foolhardy as well. And now if the Sun makes a trine to Mars, now for example, if the Aries Sun is at 12 degrees and Mars in Sagittarius is at 10 degrees, that would form a trine aspect, which is auspicious. If you have the trine aspect between the Sun and Mars, there may be a good balance with those general activities, matters that are pertaining to the self and sexual partners. There may be more of an ability to balance those energies, and sexual partners may be more in agreement with the basic self as well. I would say, given that the Sun is the true self, the basic fundamental character, there may be more compatibility with those people and your true self. So also, another thing about this combination physically, well, Sun and Aries may have physical issues associated with the head, skull, face, brain, and eyes. Mars in Sagittarius, Mars is connected with physical related injuries. The Sun has a connection with the physical body. Yes, the ascendant is what dominates the appearance and physical body, but the Sun can have a connection with it as well, with the physical body. Mars is related to, physical related injuries. So Mars in Sagittarius may have physical related injuries associated with the liver, sciatic nerve, hips, and thighs. So those are areas that the person needs to be careful of. I would say too, with Mars in Sagittarius, there may be a greater propensity for like sports related injuries that would occur more during outdoor activity as well. Sun in Aries, again, may not be readily discouraged. And Mars in Sagittarius, the activities may be done with much optimism, enthusiasm, and exuberance. So again, it can be a very upbeat and positive combination. It's one, that's like, seeing more of the positive element in things. And, if you fall, it's like, the saying, like, if you fall off the horse, you get back on it and you just try again. So this is a combination that will often keep going and try to do whatever it is they're trying to do, regardless of the setbacks. And now, Aries Sun may thrive on physical activity, and Mars in Sagittarius may have an enthusiasm for sports, the outdoors, and adventure. So this is a kind of person that may thrive on, expending a lot of energy and doing so often, in terms of doing things in the outdoor world as opposed to the inner world. Now, I understand you can have contraindicators in a natal chart. Say if somebody has this combination, the Aries Sun and Sagittarius Mars, but they have majority of their major astrological influences in feminine, which are introverted signs, and or preponderance of planets on the bottom half of the chart, the person may be, more introverted than otherwise indicated by this combination. But as far as this combination goes, it's a very, I'd say outgoing combination, to say the least. And this is also, when you look at this too, the sun is about our focus and what we put our attention on. So Aries Sun may put their focus on, basically leading, being pioneering, it could be, innovating. And Mars in Sagittarius, Mars is about what drives and motivates us. So the person with Mars in Sagittarius may be driven and motivated toward expanding horizons and going outside the box, so to speak. So this is a combination that really generally does not want to be stagnant and wants to move forward and try, have new experiences. I would say Aries is the sign connected with new beginnings. Sagittarius certainly don't want to be stagnant in life and wants to go forward and expand horizons and go outside the box. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.